All right, welcome back to our final segment with Prince Niyyar of Comdex. And Prince, once again, thanks so much for coming on our show. We're real grateful for you to come and share your expertise with us. And we're down to the final stretch here for Prince's 10 principles to developing a powerful business. And no doubt this has worked for you and your business. The proof is in the pudding, if you will. So we're down here to the final two, and real excited to get your thoughts on streamlining your processes. So what does this principle mean for you?
Well, I mean, I think if you look at the hallmark of any great company is the processes that they're built in to make sure that there's a repeatable end product or end result or end service that's delivered to the customer. And as a company, it's very critical that any repeatable process that you have within the company, that it's down to a T. So it doesn't matter, you could get a high school graduate and he should be able to execute on that repeatable process. So one of the things we have done as a company is every single thing that we do repetitively as a company has a procedure, has a very detailed procedure that we can bring anybody new into the company and he can execute on that. So, and if you look at all great businesses, I mean, look at McDonald's. I mean, the person who is kind of facing the customer is not kind of the most well-trained individual. He could be a kind of high school graduate who's kind of sitting there in the window taking the order. But behind that is a process and the training mechanism that gets that person ready for that customer interaction to make sure that they're winning over the customers. And that's what kind of we have done. And that's kind of, I mean, and when you have that kind of process and procedures in place, that reflects in how your employees interact with the customers. That gives them the tools they need to succeed in their jobs. And once the customer sees a company that has its processes and procedures in place, they see somebody who's got its act together, and then they want to give their business to a company that has that repeatable process in place that can deliver on the end result again and again on a very predictable basis. And that's what I think makes or breaks a big company.
And I think something that you haven't touched on here, but in the event you ever want to sell your business, you're going to have all your manuals and your processes in place to that investor or that possibly one day you might want to sell your business and start up another business or something like that.
I doubt I'll do that. I'm just enjoying the company so much. I'm having so much fun. I mean, that thought kind of hasn't even crossed my mind.
Can I buy your business? I'm going to buy your business. One day I'm going to buy Prince's business. Okay, our final point, that the principle, and again, you've shared such amazing principles. If you haven't heard the first 8, please, I encourage you to go back and take a look at the first 8 principles. But here's a very important one. I feel it's stay in touch with your financials. So shed some light on this principle for you.
Well, I think a lot of business owners, they only focus on profits, but there is a whole set of financials that go behind governing a business. I mean, you need to stay in touch with how much cash you have at any given time. What are your receivables? What are your payables? What's your inventory? And if you lose touch with them as a business owner, I mean, your business is not going anywhere. I mean, you need to have your finger on the pulse of the financials of the company, because they are the lifeblood of what kind of how the business is run. What probably one of the single most resource in the company, especially in a growing company, is the cash, because in order to fund the growth, you need the cash. And so if you're not kind of monitoring your financials, I mean, one of the things that we do, I mean, we have a weekly financial meeting in the company to talk about how we are doing as a company. Then every month we chart our financials, and there is a dashboard that we have set up in the company that looks at, okay, how we are doing as a company in those 10 areas that we measure ourselves, and how we're doing today as well as how we did a year ago, what are the trends looking like. And that's what that tells us, well, are we doing well, or are we not doing well? How are we doing compared to how we did a year ago? And those kind of comparisons, they will tell you whether your business is healthy, whether the business is going in the right direction. Because at the end of the day, what it all comes down to is the dollars, whether you are growing the company, whether you're growing the lives of your employees or not. And so it's very critical that as a business owner, you have your finger on the pulse of the financials of the company.
I know I'm guilty of not following my numbers, and it's gotten me in trouble for sure. And I know you and I share the same accountant, Mark Weisbrod, who was also a guest on our show, who talks a lot about the financials. So if you want to check out Mark's segment to learn a little bit more about this principle, please do. So just real quick though, on just getting started, is there does QuickBooks offer? I don't know if you know this, but where do you get started on looking? Because to me it seems like a little overwhelming to chart and all this back and forth with your finances. But can you advise any kind of quick chart, pie chart? Is there a kind of a program that you use to help you?
It's basically Excel based, and if you went to this website ceotools.com, there is kind of examples of dashboards that are available that you can download, and all you need to do is just download your data from your QuickBooks, which you can export into Excel, and basically those dashboards just tie into that, and they pull the data from there, and that's it. I mean, to set it up for the first time might take you like, I would say, 3 to 4 hours, but from that point onwards, I mean, in the monthly updates shouldn't take you like, I would say, more than 10 minutes. I mean, that's all it is, because if you're maintaining all your data in QuickBooks, then it's just a matter of exporting it to Excel and having that data available in the dashboarding tool.
And I may be like other business owners right now, and as a small business like myself, a little intimidated and scared by just doing that. But ceotools.com might be a good solution for me to take a look at. All right. Well, so just kind of in conclusion here with Prince, I'd like to go ahead and give you the forum to talk more about your business and shed some light on exactly what it is that you do and offer. So, what is Comdex, and what do you guys do?
Well, at Comdex, we basically help solve the communications needs of our customers. We do this by designing and implementing wireless communications solutions for our customers. Our customers are a different range of in different segments of the industry. They are equipment manufacturers, they are government customers, city, county, state, and federal governments, and they're commercial customers as well. So it's one of the things I think the customers love about us is all the different services that we offer to them, and I think more so the excellence in service that Comdex stands for. One of the things that I'm very proud of as a company is that we have grown tremendously. We were Inc. magazine's listed as number of the top 50 engineering firms, the fastest growing engineering firms in the nation. We were number 13 on that list. I'm very proud of that because we grew over 600% in the last 4 years. But one statistic that I'm really proud of amidst all this growth is we have really taken care of our customers. We have taken care to make sure that we are delivering on the promises that we have given to our customers of excellent service. And I think that is what has led to repeat business. Over 90% of our business is from repeat customers and referrals, and which kind of talks about the excellence in our service that keeps our customers coming back to us again and again. And to date, we haven't lost a single contract because of a dissatisfied customer. And I think that's one statistic that I'm really proud of, that people in Comdex had made happen, that I'm very proud of as well.
All right, thanks again. Please tune in very soon for another installment of key interviews with business owners and consultants and companies like Prince's that are thriving during this difficult time. Thank you so much.